James made another video? Holy shit! What's up, everybody? It's James again, and it's been a while since I updated you guys on my game collection, as I always say. So, I have a fuck ton of stuff for you today. So, this episode of Game Collect is going to be pretty sick. So, sit tight, and let's get right into it. So, first things first, our first item here is a gift from the guys at the Shenmue AM2 podcast. And I just wanted to say a quick thanks to those guys. They run an amazing podcast. I'll put a link in the description below. And they sent me, and from what I understand, you were only able to get this at the event that they were at. And this is a UFC Mortal Kombat headband, which is pretty awesome. So that's really cool to have. They also sent me a art book, The Art of Mortal Kombat, which I think came with Mortal Kombat 9. I actually don't have this, so super awesome. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. Next up on our list, some more Mortal Kombat items. I got a copy of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on Super Nintendo to continue getting the Super Nintendo games. I did only just get the card. I will intend to get the box and manual eventually. But it was a really good deal, so I had to pick that up. Next up on our list, we have Mortal Kombat on Sega CD, which is super awesome. I actually really like this version of Mortal Kombat. Despite the loading times on it, it's pretty cool. Like, just because it's on Sega CD, like, it's just kind of like a cool factor, you know? Next up on our list comes from one of my friends at Operation Rainfall. Shout out to those guys. And he got a copy of Golgo 13, but it was different from the one that I had. So this is actually a cover variant of Golgo 13 for the NES. The difference here is the Nintendo seal on this one looks different than the one that I have. So, yeah, I took this off his hands just to have the variant because he was getting rid of it anyway. So, that was really awesome of him. So, thank you. Next up on our list, we have for the original PlayStation, Battle Arena Toshinden. I found it for really cheap. This is the not for resale version. And, yeah, so I picked this up because I know, some people say this game is okay. Some people say this game isn't that great. But it does have a bit of history to it, so I wanted to pick it up for that. So, pretty awesome. Next up on our list, I have actually some anime that I've been picking up, just because I've been kind of on an anime binge. And, yeah. So, at a recent convention, I already owned this, but I had my Full Metal Alchemist signed by Chris Patton, who's the voice of Greed, which is pretty awesome, so I had him sign that. Next, I picked up the entire series of Trouble Chocolate on DVD because the store that I go to is having a really big sale, so that was pretty cool. So I was just like, huh, what should I get? And so they had the entire set, and I was like, okay, it's like super cheap. An entire anime set, it was like $5. It was crazy. So I picked that up. So maybe I'll check this out pretty soon. Next up on our list, I picked up 2 volumes of Tenchi Universe. I own the entirety of Tenchi Muyo and a good amount of Tenchi Muyo GXP, so I figured I'd start collecting Universe as well, so I found these for barely over $1 each, so I picked those up. Next up on our list, we have some more Tenchi Muyo GXP, so that's pretty cool. So I got these also on sale, which is really awesome. I love how I said like video games in the beginning, but there's actually a lot of anime mixed into this, but stay tuned because I have a fucking awesome donation at the end. Next we got Maho Ramatic, which is pretty cool. Next up we have Sergeant Frog, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, the place I went to had like a really big anime sale. So, next up, just to kind of finish off the anime here, to get this out of the way. So I've been kind of like getting interested in a series called Kodocha in the US. I forget the Japanese name of it, but it's honestly kind of funny, so I picked up a good amount of the volumes of Kodocha. The box set for this anime is ridiculously expensive, so I'm just collecting the volumes by themselves. If you're into Funimation anime, a lot of the really like well-known Funimation actors, they're all in this, but this anime was dubbed in like 2001, so you get to hear a lot of your favorite like actors and actresses like Monica Rial or Colleen Clickenbeard, like kind of when they were like you know, earlier in their career, so it was interesting to hear them like way back then. And they all sound great. The dub's actually pretty good, especially for the time frame that this anime was released, because back then dubs were kind of hit or miss, but this one was pretty good. So yeah, Kodocha. I actually pretty recommend this if you like anime that kind of looks like Sailor Moon, but it's kind of crazy, like Pony Pony Poemi level crazy. So definitely check this out, Kodocha. And then I also picked up the box set for one of my favorite anime, and everybody makes fun of me that I really like this anime because people consider it the bastard one of the series. But I have the perfect collection of Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. I picked this up just because I really love this anime, and I found the box set for like a really cheap price, so I picked this up. Awesome. Next up on our list, we have some video games here. I know, right? Finally. We have Blinks 2 for the original Xbox. Tony Hawk 2X for the original Xbox. Tom Clancy's Classic Trilogy, which is a 3-pack of Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, and Rainbow Six 3. This is indeed the Platinum's Hits versions of the game, so this Splinter Cell is not exploitable. But I already have like 3 other copies of it, so I don't really care. And then next, at the same convention I saw Chris Patton at, I actually saw Lisa Wilkerson, and for those of you who don't know, she's the English voice of Shuing Joy and Yuan in Shenmue 2. She's also in Crazy Taxi, she's also in Tekken, she's also in Virtua Fighter. And I saw her at the con, Anime USA, which I actually did a review of, and you can see it in the cards, whatever side it is. I always screw up the sides. So I had her sign my PAL Shenmue 2, and I had her sign my North American Tekken 5. So that's pretty awesome. So super thanks to Liesl. Liesl's always so awesome. And yeah, so that's pretty sweet. So next up on our list regarding anime, so in my Anime USA video, I said that Real Interface Studios supplied me with like a hotel room. They also gave me some prints. My friend Pete gave me a bunch of prints from his studio, and here, I'll show them to you real quick. So the first print is this guy, which is pretty awesome. Second print, we have Sephiroth playing the Wii. And we have this print, which is really nice looking. I really like this print. And then we have this print, which is also really nice looking. So, awesome. Thank you so much for these prints. They are going to be put to good use, which I'll explain why at the end of the video. So next up on our list is actually a small story, which is pretty awesome. And I was like blown away by this. So my brother comes to my door here, right? And he knocks on the door and leaves this big box outside of the door. It turns out his girlfriend was like cleaning out her house. He was like, hey, do you want all this stuff? And I look in the box and I was like, yes? So I'm not going to show this one on camera, but she gave me an original Xbox, which is a model 1.6, I believe. Super awesome, so I already hacked that one. It's in like my stack over there. I have a stack of Xboxes over there. I actually have like 6 original Xboxes in this room right now, which is crazy because they just keep showing up at my door. But you know, I use them for spare parts or whatever. I'm probably gonna T-Sop flash one of them. And alongside that, she gave me a ton of games. So I'm just gonna go through them. They're in like really no order at all. So we have Sonic Free Riders for 360. We have NBA 2K11. We have for the original Xbox EA Sports Fight Night 2004. Which actually didn't have that one, so we add that to the collection. We have a disc of Madden 06, which I have a spare case somewhere in here that I'll probably just pop this into and print out a cover art for it. We have NBA 2K7. We have Rally Sport Challenge. We have, and this is a good one, Need for Speed Underground. I actually really like this game a lot. Rest in peace, Need for Speed. Because that series is going in interesting places. NHL 09, Connect Joyride, Connect Adventures. I'm looking over here because I'm actually looking at the screen, but the camera's over here. We have NHL 11. We have End War, Tom Clancy's End War, which I've heard this game is alright. We've got Forza Motorsport 3. We have NHL 2010, Call of Duty 3. I actually really loved this game when I was younger. Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball. Motion Sports Play for Real, which I think was just kind of like a Kinect demo game. We have one of the Burger King games, which was Pocket Bike Racer. You know, believe it or not, the Burger King games are actually pretty fun. Sneak King is hilarious, because it's like so creeperish. I really like this game, NHL Hits Pro. NHL Hits 2001 was my favorite. We have Midtown Madness 3, which is really cool. And we have Zumba Fitness Party. We have Major League Baseball 2K6, NHL 11, and oh, this is the box NHL Hits Pro. And for some reason, there's a DVD of Harry Potter in here, but the NHL Hits Pro disc is in that other case, so I'll probably swap them out. So yeah, super awesome, thanks to her. So to add to the donations, my good friend Andrew hits me up, and he's like, "Hey, I'm cleaning my house, and I have." Yeah, everybody's cleaning their houses. My brother's girlfriend, my friend Andrew. Literally, that's what they're doing. And me and him, like, have known each other since we were like 7 years old, and we've always like shared our love for video games together. So he calls me up, and he's like, "Hey, you know, I'm cleaning out my house, and I have like all the old games we used to play, but I don't want them anymore because they just take up space and they're just collecting dust." And he's like, "Do you want them?" And I was like, "Sure." He's the same guy that gave me this stick right here, and the amount of stuff this guy gave me is nuts. Like, I kept asking, I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Because this is awesome." So yeah, let me go ahead and it's in like this box right here, over here. So I'll first show you the games that he gave me. So let me go ahead and go get them. So the first set of games he got me are we have a PlayStation 2 Network Adapter Startup Disc. We have Infamous for PS3. This one hasn't been opened yet, which is pretty cool. I think this came with like the Infamous bundle console. We have Infamous 2, pretty awesome. We have God of War Saga, so I'm guessing this is like some sort of HD collection of the PS2 games. I love this game. I fucking love this game. We have Tribes Aerial Assault. Tribes Aerial Assault and Tribes 2 took up so much of my life. I can't even begin to talk about that. So I have a box of Capcom's Capcom Classics Collection Volume 2, but the disc that's actually in here is Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. So that's pretty cool. This is actually the game that goes with the stick here, I believe, because that's the anniversary stick. We have EverQuest Online Adventures Frontiers. Andrew was a huge fan of this game, so I was surprised that he gave this to me, so I'll take good care of this one. And we have Capcom vs. SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium. I actually really like this game. So, and there's a memory card in here too. It's complete, which is really awesome. I actually usually don't see this game, so I'm happy to have it. So, Andrew gave me a bunch of systems too, which is pretty awesome, so I'm gonna go get those now as well. So, like I said, Andrew gave me a bunch of systems. He gave me a fat PS2, which I already put like my modded hardware in. My PS2 I blew the network port out of because I'm an idiot. This one works, so I'm now using this as my primary console, so fucking awesome, thanks. So I'm gonna probably put a 1 terabyte hard drive in it, because I have everything else, free MC boot and whatnot. So that's pretty cool, thank you for that. He also gave me an N64, which works. Amazing. I have like so many cables for it, so I have all the cables and everything. So super awesome, thanks. I gotta clean this off, it's a little dusty. You can kind of see there, so I have to clean that. He also gave me a super slim PlayStation 3, which is crazy. I'm assuming this is the one that came with the Infamous games. I already tested it, it works perfectly fine. I'll probably use this as my primary console because my modded PS3's disk drive is broken. So I'll probably use this to, you know, play my PS3 games. So super awesome. Thank you so much for that. So one more thing he gave me is so I got this Gameboy Pouch, an official Gameboy Pouch, and inside of it is some good stuff. So we have a yellow Game Boy Color. The batteries exploded in it, but I think I can fix it because they didn't really deteriorate any of the insides. Just the battery compartment, I think I need to take a wire brush to it and just kind of scrape some of the shit out of it. Inside here, we have a bunch of documentation for the Game Boy Color. And we have a bunch of games. And let me show you what's in here for the games. So, for the Game Boy games that he gave me, we have Double Dragon. Awesome. We have Super RC Pro AM, if I read that correctly. We have Donkey Kong Land. We have Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. We have Super Mario Land. So I actually have a copy of this already, so this is going to be a backup copy. We have Alleyway. RoboCop. This one's really cool. Mega Man 2. And when I saw these, I was like, bro, you're taking me way back. And we have Pokmon Red and Blue. I had to take these apart. These are from his childhood, so I'm assuming these aren't pirate. I'm going to take these apart, though, just to check. Because I know people like the fake Pokemon games a lot. So, but these, so far, look pretty legit. So, that's it for today's pickups. I do actually have a game coming in like 2 days. It's actually white label Shenmue discs, which is pretty cool. So, sadly, they didn't make it into this video, but I'll show them next video. You may have noticed there's some boxes up here. Small little announcement. I'm actually moving again. I decided to find a different apartment, and so I'm going to be moving out around like March, so a couple months from now, but I'm going to be leaving for MagFest this weekend, and then I'm going to France and Monaco, and then I'm moving, so I figured I'd get this video out now while I still had time before all that stuff was starting to take effect. So yeah, so in that apartment I'm going to try to build a better YouTube space, because to be honest, this room is a mess with all these video games everywhere. So it's going to be nice to spread everything out to an apartment and make like a proper gaming setup. So I can't wait to share that with you guys when that's all done. So I'll be moving like mid-March, so maybe by like April I'll have like a nice game room set up for everyone. And yeah, so I'm super excited about that. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. I don't really care, you know. If you like what you see, why not subscribe, stay for a while. And yeah, so as always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.